And mind you, he's a newbie rider. First bike. So this is literally his first bike. So we're building Michael Wong's titanium bike. He's from Malaysia. So after the measurement, after the custom build, today is the day. So Mike, when you get stronger, we're gonna remove this spacer.
Okay.
So Mike is a 6-foot behemoth. So we're gonna, after this build, we're gonna go straight to a bike fit, and then we're gonna ride, just to make sure that everything fits. Okay.
Just don't film me, but that's so nice.
It looks very proportional. Huh? Next step is bike fit. So we got your kit, cycling shorts, jersey, and all that stuff. If it fits, then that's the value of made to measure, because everything is up to spec. It takes a while to build one, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. Some people, we all fit in off-the-shelf bikes, but for some of us who couldn't figure out what size of a bike, or you don't really fit on ready-made bikes, a made to measure is a good alternative. So Mike here is from Malaysia, Michael Wong. After seeing all our videos and seeing the benefits for some of the few individuals about having a made to measure bike, he decided to commission one. So today, this is made to measure bike. We're gonna reveal to you the measurements of his bike. He's 6 foot tall. Compared to me, he's a behemoth. So you got this one for you.
Thank you.
Perfect. Nice. Okay. Okay. Done. Thank you. That's good. So we're gonna bike fit this now. We're just waiting for Mike. Okay. So that just closed down. The moment of truth. Let's see if this made to measure project worked out. Okay, we're gonna see if he fits on the bike. This is the first ride. 6-footer. Developing the bike for Michael does not only consider his height, but we also have to consider his background. Since this is his first bike, we want him to skip the painful trial and error of numb fingers, numb hands, lower back pain, neck pain. So if you can see, the development of the bike is very specific to this function. This is what you would be doing if you were climbing, okay? Majority of the time, this is the posture when you're climbing. It fits you well for a 6-footer. So normally, Mike, whenever you go to a bike shop, what size do they give you?
56.
56, okay? To start with. Now so Mike's been here for a while in the Philippines. Can you hold on to the drops? There. Just rest them here. Make an effort, knees together, hold it back, okay? There you go. I just want to see. How are you? Better. Like squeeze your chest together and then lower those elbows. Like yeah, that's it. Can you go a little bit faster? 5, 4, 3, 2. Done. Okay, stay upright. Steady. That's how you take a rest, huh? Approved. Okay, I think you're good. You're very titanium. We just have to adjust it. Come on. So this is clearance. Open the door. So okay, the big reveal for a 6-foot guy is always recommended as size 56. 56 means that aside from the seat tube, the top tube is normally 56 centimeters or 58 centimeters. That would fit him as a 6-footer. But if you see now, after his measurement, and when we input the data, based on his torso to leg length ratio, his top tube for this particular made to measure bike is 52.5, and then the stem is 110. For most of us, we can fit comfortably with ready-made bikes off the shelf, but for some of us, like Mike, he saw the value of a made to measure, and this is how he fits now. Looks perfect. No pressure on the back, no lower back pain. The way he's holding onto the hood's very relaxed. No pain or no stress on the forearm all the way to the shoulder. And mind you, he's a newbie rider.
First bike.
First bike. So this is literally his first bike. And again, just like what Mike said, he literally skipped hundreds and thousands of trial and errors. Okay. So what's the next step for Mike? Eventually, as he starts moving along, we're gonna schedule a ride together, and we're gonna apply everything that he learned in the studio and start riding together. Now, remember, Mike is a newbie. Like literally, this is his first road bike, like first bike. But because it was made to measure, if we attach an aero bar for him, he already looks like he's been riding for decades. When it's made to measure, it lets your body adopt a very specific posture that makes it a reflex. And this is what Mike looks like where if he were on an aero bar position. Okay, the plan is we're gonna attach an aero bar there eventually when he gets stronger and he can start joining multi-sport events. So one bike, and this bike notably can be used for gravel because it has clearance for wider tires. All he has to do is just change the fork. Okay, so that's the story of made to measure. From measurement, we're gonna show you how we measured Mike, and stand by for other episodes of made to measure projects. Thank you. Keep on going. Clear. Clear.
Down, right down,
Yeah.
left down, right down. Only during that last minute, last few seconds, I told Tang this. When you're watching people pushing
Yeah.
like this,
Yeah.
well, technically, I finally discovered they're not pushing.
They're not.
Pulling.
Yeah.
They're pulling with their abs muscle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I discovered.
And we only discovered this by practice. We
Yes.
can talk about it the
You
whole
discovered
year.
it, but like what you said in all your videos, you need the mileage to engage the muscle all
Yeah.
the time, so it becomes intuitive to you.
Yeah, it becomes
When-
second nature.
Yes. When I first started doing CRZ, everything was counterintuitive. Everything you know about bike is counterintuitive.
Yeah.
So if you think you know how to ride a bike, you don't, because we engage the wrong muscle. That's why we always feel the soreness in the quads.
That's right.
You know,
That's a very good description.
it's not about bike fit. Bike fit, I mean, it takes. I know why bike fit takes hours and hours and days.
Yeah.
One is the position of the cleats is one,
Okay.
and the saddle is the other one. So that is why you have to keep on adjusting, because as the more hours you put in the lab
Yeah.
or in the room with the bike fitting, they try to drive you to exhaustion.
Yeah.
So it is during the exhaustion part where you start to engage the wrong muscle, and they try to adjust whether the handlebar, the stems, or the seats positioning, so you don't feel uncomfortable. Because during my ride, it's the last few hundred or few 1 kilometer that you tend to forget about everything you learned and just
Right.
want to go home.
And focus on the heart rate because you're tired.
Yes, but the thing is that you have to remember is that when you focus on the technique,
Mm.
it also helps you to push through the very last mile. So
And it
you won't be too
distracts you.
exhausted. And it distracts you from the exhaustion also.
Yeah.
So by the time you reach the finish line, you won't be like drop dead like most
Yeah.
people are.
Okay. That's a good. Sometimes it's different when it's being explained by a different person
The observation is different.
using your own words. Because if I explain it, it's totally different. It's too
Yeah,
technical.
because it's too technical.
Yeah. But it comes from you, from a non-biker. Like literally, you said this is your first bike,
That is my first bike in 25 years.
right? So
25 years.
So your opinion matters because there are a lot of people who want to get into cycling, and sometimes they get all confused.
Yeah, exactly. So even like the reason why we have a custom bike is that I don't want to go through the trouble of
Trial
keep
and
on
error.
trial and error, adjusting the stems, adjusting the seat bar just to stretch my body. 25 years I haven't ridden a bike, so I needed that special touch to make me more comfortable. I can spend 600, 100,000, a million pesos on
Yeah.
a bike, but then what's the point if I don't ride it? Because it
Right.
hurts like hell.
Yeah.
No?
And we mentioned a while ago, you're a 6-foot guy. You go to a bike shop, they're gonna give you a size 56.
56 easy, 55, 56 easy.
And this one, surprisingly, is a 52.5 top tube, and you look super comfortable.
It's comfortable, especially for a newbie,
Yeah.
because number one, tender muscles. Number two, I haven't developed the right muscle group or the strength needed to ride those professional bikes. They're good bikes. I'm not saying they're bad bikes. It's just that for a newbie, I just don't have that development yet to reach that level. That's why I'm not going to spend 700,000-800,000 pesos on a bike that I'm not probably going to use.
And it's being discussed on GCN that most top-end bikes right now were designed for pros, like really aggressive. It's like buying a F1 car for your first
Well, that's
car.
why a lot of people crash the Ferrari, the first Ferraris and Lamborghinis.
Right. Okay, let's go book a juice.
Let's go, Bukachu.